All right, what's good? What's good, people? You can come on the local. Since I heard you and other people complaining about the local recordings, it's off. If you can't get in it, that's a you problem. Yeah. Thank God. Oh, yeah, because apparently that gets your panties in a bunch. Oh my God, Mike! Oh my, Carcast, do you have anything nice to say for me at all? Because every time, it's always Mike's retarded, Mike's sped. Oh, and then you bring up my college that I go to. You try to dox me. What else? You'd say I'm gay for CG or you bring up or Judah. Like you do this and then like, bro, do you have anything not nice for me? And be a fucking original. Like, it's all the same shit. Like, bro, do you have not friends in real life? Maybe this is why I turn on local recordings so dumbasses that can't touch grass can't come in. You steal content. Half majority of YouTube steals content. You dumb fuck. Just trash your first channel. You're trying to make a career off YouTube. I'm off to a better... Bro, your channel... This channel's not even at 100 subscribers. You still have 21 subscribers on your channel where you quote-unquote interview players. Yet I have more subscribers, more views, more like ratios. I have more than you do on the second channel. And the channel started in August, and you and CarCast started that channel, I think, May or maybe it's off to a better start than what you did, so I'm busy with school right now. Wait till I get time on my hand. Okay, first off, you obviously don't have school, because if you did have school, you wouldn't be around saying, "Oh, Mike this, Mike that." Mike, I actually got work to do, and then why are you here? Why are you here? Obviously, you do have time on your hands, and obviously, because I got time now, retard. Here come out the Trojans. You really think I'm gonna dance for you, CarCast, and reveal my work? And you mean any Bears safety, not Beats? How are you in college and your grammar's this bad? As much as you glaze, at least. First off, Jalen Johnson would not even recognize you. He has 1 million followers. And number two, he doesn't care. He wouldn't care. And number three, Jalen Johnson leads categories in that's PFF when it comes to being a cornerback. Carcass, can you come up with something better? Because quite frankly, you're fucking boring me. You're boring me. You fucking boring me. With the from a red. First off, it was not with a hard R. It was with an A. You can go back and rewatch that stream. I didn't say it with the R. I said it with an A. And plus, even if I did say it, he's not gonna give a shit. Maybe you. And bro, you bringing that shit up like a fucking ex-girlfriend. Ugh. Yes. Alright, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. That's a stupid question, Podcast. I'm not dealing with this. I can't. I'm not dealing with this. This is so fucking annoying. All right. Go make a burner account and give me some more views. Lost it 2. Takes a snap. Moss throws. Caught. First down. USC. Moss. Oh, dropped. To be honest, he was better off. Don't bother getting home, kid. Snap the ball. Over to Good snap. Moss. Dropped. All right, that was a good episode. There goes the punt. The snap. First down, Penn State. Mod you. No, because you're gonna no, I'm not gonna give you a mod, Spongy. Bro. First down, Penn State. Gross. Caught. First down, Penn State. Hands the ball off here. First, oh, it's gonna be 3rd and 1. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Mm. Don't make another. Don't make another. Don't make another account. I can do this all day. I don't mind. Not don't. Go make another account. I mean, it helps me in the end. So go make another. Okay. Keep making accounts, Carcast. Keep doing it. Yeah, go make another account. You'll run out of them eventually. Carcass is no, he's not. He's nobody's Poppy. And get on, kid. I know you're stream sniping. I know you're watching this. Why ain't you? Why are you not doing the Texas? Because that game's a fucking fraud. I can sense it a mile away. And plus, I heard Quinn Yorks threw a pick his first pass, so I'm good. Of course, he has to do the Mike and Bustin. How about you and Bustin? Since you keep talking about. Motherfucker, he's not anybody's Poppy. Get on, kid, and bustin' sitting in a tree. Fucking. You know I can hear you, get on, kid. Just waiting. Keep making accounts, Carcast. Keep making accounts. It's like the fourth account I had to time out. I wish there was a feature where you can time out somebody and like it doesn't matter how many accounts they make. It's like Instagram; you're blocked either way. I wish YouTube would have a feature like that. Where, yeah, go make another account, Cardcast. Dance for me. You'll run out of accounts eventually, Carcass. There's only a certain limit to how many accounts you can create. And it's only a matter of time. So they called the third overturn. They got the first down either way. Big snap. First down, Penn State. Okay, snap. Caught. He's got a lane in red zone territory. Get on, kid. Acknowledge me. You're listening. I can hear you. You know that. I'm listening to your live stream. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Again, it's Quinn Yorks once again threw a pick. I told you. See, I foretold it. Well, it was a turnover. Fucking Quinn York's the bomb. Third and goal. Takes a snap. Caught. Fourth and goal. Fourth and goal. Takes the snap. Touchdown, Penn State. You definitely look like you need to take a nap, get on, kid. By saying, hurt. Oh, pass interference. Wait, did they go for two? Carcast Mike's. He ain't nobody's Poppy. Shut the fuck up, Spongy. Fourth and goal. Kick is up, and it's good. Oh yeah, Carcast definitely owns me. And I own you, get on, kid. You're wrong. I'm your Poppy. You know I can hear you, right? I have my headphones and listening to your stream, get on, kid. That's not racist. You dumb fuck. Rain. Raining. I know 5 people are in here right now. Shout out to y'all. Bro, y'all want that? Go to Pornhub, go to X videos, not on YouTube live chat. God damn, you all are turning this into a fucking porn site channel. So random editor. No, They snap. First down and more. Inside the 50, inside the 40, inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, USC. What a run by. Shout out to 12 people in here. 19 people in here. Why is everybody roasting you on Get On? Because John, they want to be a porn site channel. Like, bro, you want that shit? Go to. Oh, and I had 17 people in here, and I wonder why they left. Now I have 10 people in here. I apologize to my audience. You have no audience. Well, guess what? I had 19 people in here at one point. So, what do you have to say about that, Spongy? I have the power. Now 12 people in here. Let me guess. I buy subscribers now? No, I mean, or bot viewers. What? The power of views. Michael buys subscribers. Wow, so poor, can't even stream the game. Bro, I wish I could stream the game, but it's gonna get copyrighted. I am streaming, I am watching the game, but you want to know what prevents me from streaming the game? YouTube copyright. So no, even if I want to, I can't stream the game. Now you're getting bossy with the chat. That's not nice. Well, the fucker said, oh, I'm poor. I can't stream the game. Bro, look, if it wasn't for YouTube's policy, I would stream the game. But because YouTube prevents me from doing that, I can't stream the game, even if I wanted to. I can hear that Get On Kid. Spongy, can you please Get On Kid know I'm listening to him talk? 11 people in here. Shout out to y'all. Mike, why are you mad? No, it's just people. The people wanted me to. This person wanted me to stream the game, bro. I want to stream the game. This is not. Bros, caught, first down, Penn State. Gadget play, gadget play. Second down. Second and 9. They snap. Throws. Caught. Gain of 3 or 4. Third and 3. Timeout. Penn State. Shout out to you 12 people in here. Can we hit that like button? Maybe. Hit that like button. Okay, I'm back. Georgia Tech won against North Carolina. Oh, 3rd and 3. They snap. Oh, incomplete. They were going for it, but Penn State calls a timeout. Five people watching. And people watch, and shout out to y'all. All right, so what are they going to do? They're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Bold decision. Let's see if it works for them. They can't call. All right, 6 seconds on the play clock. False start. All right, so they're going to punt it, as they should. Fourth and 8. Here comes the punt. 9. Down at the 9. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off here. Gain of 4. Gain of 3, my bad, not gain of 4. Takes a snap. Miller Moss. Throws. Caught. First down. USC. Takes a snap. Hands it off here. Good patience. He's got the first down. 12-yard gain by Woody Marks. First and 10. All right. They snap. Miller Moss. Caught. First down, USC.
What's up, dude?
I had 19 people in here at one point.
I heard you were banning people again, calling people.
Okay, first off, no, that pass is not caught, but Barcast was like spamming the chat per usual, making accounts, and then the only reason why I was like, bro, because I'm tired of people like saying, show the game, stream the game, bro. I can't. I'll get copyrighted.
Okay.
It's not a me problem. It's a YouTube problem. You want to take it up? Go to YouTube.
Kid said that you were crying and whining.
He says a lot of things.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
Why are we making this a porn site?
Okay, that's a pause.
No, this is how they're doing it. They're making it a porn site. What's up, Sentinel?
What do you know? It works finally. What up?
Oh, you sound different.
Because I'm in a different room. I'm in a hotel room.
How you been?
I've been doing good, John. How have you been doing?
Just work. I'm a workaholic. That's about it.
Yeah.
I was with Levi and Terradome and everybody else.
Yeah. Are you watching the Cal game right now?
I don't have ESPN.
Okay. Cal's losing 6-14
Mm-hmm.
to Pitt, who's ranked 22. I have no idea why.
Every time they seem to have like some momentum, they crash and burn in reality. And we lost to Florida State by 5 points. We should have beat Miami.
You lost to DJ. You need to get a job.
We really needed to win that fucking Florida State game because we knew that Miami was going to come in and win that game regardless. So now we're down, instead of 4-1, we're 3-2. We're probably going to go 3-3, and look like the traditional Cal football every year, 500 basically.
Mm-hmm.
Spongy, don't make me pull up. I mean, I'm not going to pull up the game because I'll lose viewers. DJ did play the game. to play the Cal game. He didn't get benched allegedly until like the game after.
So, Mike, do you still hate Caleb Williams?
How many times are you going to keep asking me that?
It's a joke. Jeez.
First down, USC.
Does he?
Okay. Question, Michael: is
Mhm.
Caleb Williams a better quarterback than Brock Purdy?
As of right now, Brock is better. As of right now,
What about talent-wise?
talent-wise, I would say Caleb's better. But overall, Purdy's better. Because Purdy's been to the Super Bowl, he's been to 2 championship games. He's a better overall. But if we're talking about talent-wise, I would have to say Caleb.
All right.
First down, USC.
I asked because Colin Cowherd said Caleb was better than Brock Purdy.
Colin Cowherd. He's so funny.
Why? Okay, first off,
It just kind of
number
shows
one,
that you can
Colin
be
Cowherd
objective.
does it for clicks. He does it for clicks.
I remember when Colin Cowherd said Justin Fields is scared to play in the.
Yeah, that's got to be the most dumbest thing I've ever heard.
That was funny.
Takes a snap. Miller Moss caught, and he will go in for the touchdown. USC.
Sorry about that if you overheard any of that.
I didn't hear anything. So
Yeah, me neither.
Good. It was just me opening my door. It's loud.
Yeah, someone said you went to a concert.
Well, right, yeah, I'm at a festival. It's the last day of the festival. And I'm going to be leaving around 3 o'clock to get to it. So, pretty much. I had been paying into this festival for like over a year because I booked it back in I think, September of 2023. And I just had the hotel ready just for the 4 days because I hadn't seen any, concerts for several years because of COVID. And it was just an opportunity to see bands that have people in it that are in their 70s. So this is like the last time I could possibly ever see them. So I had to pull the trigger. I had to do it.
Yep.
It was just one of those, like, get all of the extra savings that you can reasonably use and put it into this trip. And that's kind of what I did. That's exactly what I did.
That's cool. One of those once in a lifetime moments where you're never gonna see, great musicians of yesteryears. Makes sense.
Yeah, they're dying off. When the guy from that band, Eddie Van Halen died, I went, okay, I really got to appreciate these guys now because I might not be able to see them again. So this is like the last time, basically. And then it's like, no more.
keep seeing how many damage the hurricane's done, and I'm like, God answered my prayer.
Did you get any flooding or
No.
damage to your roof?
No, but there was damage around my area. Like, we have like this. There's this like big ass tree like on the way I go to school, and it got ripped out. Like it was like tilted all the way over. Like you can see the ground it came out of. Like it was.
Oh, that sounds awful. An entire tree fell through my cousin's house, through the roof into one of the rooms, and luckily nobody was in it at the time, because if they were, it would have killed them. My uncle got some bumps and bruises from some of the flying debris, but he's okay. So I'm just happy everybody's fine. These are possessions; they can be replaced. So
Yeah, I was like when the power went off, and I was like hearing the rain like really hit hard. I was just like praying, because I sleep like right next to my window, and I was just like praying to God. I mean, that's all I really could do. And get on, kid. I thought you had to go to bed. I thought you had to take your little nappy poo.
Oh, what the?
Okay.
Yeah, but this is like that. That was like one of the moments where I could clearly tell you that it was one of those moments where I should have died, but I didn't.
Okay, I'm in the chat comments recording section of StreamYard on my phone. What button do I hit to get out of that without kicking myself out of the studio panel?
I don't know. I've never been on. I mean, I have been on. It's been a while. It would be a while.
Okay.
Since
Okay, I confirmed it. It is the X in the right corner. Okay, good.
All right, an injured USC players on the ground. Legal low block on the defense.
I don't know what it is about sports, but I always find myself standing up watching it for some reason more than sitting on a couch. Is that weird?
Mm-hmm. You know, I was rewatching the stream where you were there. It was like Boogie going up against Master at Work in a 5.
Which one is Boogie?
This is remember Fist Vegas co-host on Shots Fired?
I don't remember.
He would rarely show up. He would be well. Remember the famous line, "I ain't got time."
I don't know. I remember the one with Lord Brunson though. That was epic.
I didn't see that. I mean, I've heard about it.
Oh my god! Tyson cooked Lord Brunson like he deep fried him, and then he threw him on a charcoal barbecue and just burned him to a crisp. There was nothing left. There was no meat. There was no fat. It was just all powder. He cooked the fuck out of Brunson.
I mean, I feel like the only thing Tyson did wrong was like wishing death on his like kids. I mean, like you leave family out of it.
Of course, that's awful. But what I didn't understand was there's a lot of history between a lot of these people and personalities on here that go back years, and we wonder, okay, why why are they doing this? I thought we were cool. And turns out we are cool, but they have an issue with each other. So it's like, I'm going to just take a step back, see what happens, and kind of get of an understanding before I make an opinion about what's going on. Because my beef is not your beef, you know what I mean? And vice versa. $5 for 3 fucking pieces of chicken? Psh, what a ripoff.
I remember Nate Hawk wanted to go at Tyson, and Tyson completely murdered him.
Well, it's kind of easy to murder somebody who smokes cough drops.
It doesn't shock me that he smokes that. Spongy, connect your device. There.
Mike, I heard you sniff Justin Fields' panties.
The fuck?
The what? The booty hole?
I heard he sniffs Justin Fields' panties. That's what I heard.
Gross.
Mike, you should join us for Jackbox games tonight.
I'll probably be on for like the first few questions, and then remember I have to. There's a London
Two
game
questions? Hey, buddy. It's
Dude,
games,
dude,
not
I'm
questions.
streaming the game tomorrow.
No, buddy, it's not questions, it's games. You have to.
Okay, either way, I'll see what I'll be in for like a couple, maybe a few games, and then I have to go sleep.
You have a bedtime.
Motherfucker,
that's a
tell the
that's a
NFL
fucking
not to do games in London.
It's a fucking embarrassment that you have a bedtime.
The
I don't
hate is
even
real.
I don't even have a fucking bedtime on the weekends.
Motherfucker, I'm live streaming a game tomorrow morning. The least you can do is understand.
Fuck. I would still stay up.
Of course you would.
Bitch ass.
Alright, so USC will kick a
Like,
field
we
goal.
know you like to watch gay porn, but you know.
The fuck? Okay, that's balls.
Wait,
Don't
did you say gay porn or gala
Yeah.
porn?
Oh, well, both. You like both.
No, he said gay. I heard him.
Okay.
That is what I said, but I said you like both. Mike, soon you'll be painting your fingernails, buddy.
What?
I told Judah the same thing. I said, Judah, if he continues to win, I'm going to have a bet with you for the 49ers game. And that's going to be one of the bets. Is that if the Bears win, I'm going to have him paint his nails like Caleb's for a week.
He's not gonna do it, dude.
We don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you right here, right now, he's not gonna do it because that's gonna ruin his reputation because he calls out gay people all the time.
No, it's just a bet. You can say it's a bet. Like you know how you have a little banner scrolling? Just say, ignore the fingernails. It's for a bet.
Oh.
No, his chat would not ignore that. They would come at him.
No. Here's the thing, Sentinel. It wouldn't. Here's a reason why I don't think he's gonna do it. Because he insults and uses the term, the Galapalooza fanboys just love to. They love when he tickles the boot. Like basically every sentence is usually like gay slurs, like
Yeah, he probably calls you that too, Michael.
Spongy, shut the fuck up.
Because that's what you are.
He said this. Shut the hell.
Michael,
Yeah,
how about you shut the fuck up?
There's nothing wrong with gay people. They're excellent human beings.
I mean, I'm
Michael
starting to think that he is a closet gay person because that's that's how they act. They say a lot of gay
Mike.
slurs.
Mike.
Wait, but
Mike.
how would you know? I don't need. There was this one
Because closet gay people act that way. They're afraid to come out the closet.
How would you know, Michael?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Because I
saying. How
know
would you know?
people on this campus that are closet gay people.
Oh, you're one of
Oh
them.
my gosh.
You don't know.
I'm not associated with them, but I know who they are.
He's like, in my school, there's a lot of closet people.
So that,
Um,
I mean, Michael, it doesn't help that you go to a.
And plus,
school
John
where-
should know because they and I know this. I know the jokes about San Francisco, but even there's a lot of closet gay people in San Francisco.
I mean, I know you would know a lot about that, Mike.
They're
You
not
go to a
closeted in
sped-
San Francisco. Are you
Because you go
kidding
to a
me?
sped college, buddy. We all know.
There are no closeted gay people in San Francisco. That's
They're
like
just straight
saying
up gay.
they walk around, pride. It is what it is, and it's strictly on that. It's strictly primarily on the Castro Street where it happens. Every other.
Hey,
portion
Mike,
of
you ever
San
been to a
Francisco is
pride
different.
parade before, buddy?
I
What'd you
can't
say?
believe I think he's-
You ever been to a pride parade
Bullshit.
before, buddy?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I can't believe I'm going to be talking about this bullshit. Okay. Yes. The Castro district is primarily people who are white, but they don't launder and act like they wear like normal men clothes, and the women wear normal women clothes. The ones who come from out of town for events are the ones who are flamboyant.
So I talked to Deloading.
Well, it's also because they don't have jobs. I mean, you can't dress like that and have a job to a certain extent.
Anyway, whatever. I want to keep my.
Yeah.
Well, the things I've seen some of these people were when I have driven into San Francisco, you wouldn't be able to be a bank teller wearing. Let me just put it that way.
Oh yeah, I forgot Spencer Rattler's starting for the Saints tomorrow.
That's going to be the worst. That Thursday night football game is going to be so bad. Rattler
Yeah, I'm
is
watching him in the
so
hockey game instead.
Nobody cares, Mike.
Hey, if you want to watch that at the football game, be my guest.
I'm not watching that Thursday night football game because they're not my team. I can care less who wins or loses. Because I can care less if the Eagles are always trashy.
But I thought everybody played fantasy now, so everybody watches the games.
Mm-hmm.
You don't play fantasy?
I used to, and then I got bored.
Yeah, I used to, but it's not fun anymore as it used to.
I never played it in the first place. I just was like, I don't know. It felt weird, like rooting for another player to score a touchdown on another team in another game. I mean, I'm like a 49er fan. So it was like, why am I spreading my love around, sort of thing? I don't know. It's more just sort of like tribal thinking. It's like, we're the fucking 49. I'm a 49er fan. Fuck all 31 other teams.
Mm-hmm.
It's red and gold until I die. I mean,
Yep.
It's been that way for me for my entire life.
I
Practically.
know, just the philosophy of Corey. Go 49ers. F all.
Speaking of which, where's that
that
fucker Jim Everett? Where's that fucker Jim
Who
Everett?
cares about Jim Everett? No one cares.
the fact that Corey lived by the motto "fuck 31 other teams" makes him a saint in my eyes. That is a real 49er fan.
Mhm. I remember when Spongy fell asleep, I'm like, well, why does no one ever talk about Corey? He was the first person who fell asleep. Always honor that.
Then isn't that the part where YTC said, Corey, we're going to beat the 49ers, and then he woke up? I was on. I won't forget that. I was on.
We were trying to wake him up, and then YTC like, The Niners are ass. And then he opened his eyes. He's like, oh, I heard that.
Who do the
Yeah,
Rams
some people
play?
can hear stuff
Who do
when
the
they're
Rams
sleeping.
play?
It's weird, but some people can hear stuff when they're sleeping.
Oh, the Rams are on the bye week, so
No one cares about the Rams. They're just like they're ass, like TOP. They're ass. Like they were ass against the Bears. I'm so glad you guys beat those stupid team. And Rudy made it excuses. Oh, it was the time zone. It was the time zone.
motherfucker, blame fucking. I'm trying to think. Blame your defense for allowing DeAndre Swift to cook.
Who do the Cardinals play this weekend?
I don't know.
The Packers.
Okay. So if it's the Rams bye week, see, I'm trying to figure out who's going to be in first place in the NFC West come Monday. Currently, we are. But if the Rams have a bye week, I don't know how it all would fit if Cardinals won or lost.
The Rams should be winless. Like we screwed
They're
up.
a Jake Moody kick away from being winless.
Yeah, whatever. You go, Rudy. Enjoy that win.
Don't be surprised if it's their only one of the year.
Oh, that was so hilarious! I wish that happened so that I can make fun of the Rams. Yo, what happened? I thought you were Super Bowl champions, Rudy. I thought you said 14-3. Yo,
More like Jim Everett, because he's Rams 2021 Super Bowl over Niners.
I had to block 12 of those stupid Jim Everett accounts on my fucking Instagram, and then this dude has the nerve to continue to put the letter J in my name, and everyone, accidentally.
I'm okay,
not Jim Everett. Fuck Jim Everett. You do not misspell my name, you dummy.
You mean H, not J.
Yeah, my bad. So that's how I get heated. Like I thought he was a troll, and then he just starts he starts to weird out like the last couple of months. And he keeps calling Corona a Rams fan, and a little bit rude to his pops, which was a little bit kind of messed up.
He does that to every 49ers fan. He calls them Rams fans.
He calls David McGram. I don't know why.
Wait a minute. Is this a fake Rudy troll or the real Rudy?
I don't even know anymore.
Some people say, here's the thing, some people say it's CG behind it. I don't believe it, but some people say that it's CG behind it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
No disrespect. I know not too many people like him, and I'm very neutral when it comes to him. I do criticize him. I've criticized him straight to his face one time, but he's not that smart to do that. I'm not calling him stupid. I'm just saying he's not that smart to do that. Okay.
Maybe Stockton?
That guy was weird. Like when I interacted with him, that guy was so weird.
Or wait, maybe Steve-O?
That guy was so weird. That Stockton, the dude was laying on his bed, and I want to apologize in advance. He was shirtless.
That was way over.
And Rudy was like, he didn't care. I said, dude, Rudy, he doesn't have a shirt on in the private chat. I remember one time he said that he was gonna fight Niner fans if he saw him in Los Angeles.
Doesn't he mean Englewood?
That guy's weird.
I'm calling him. They're the Englewood Rams. If he's got the nerve to say we're the Santa Clara 49ers, they're the Englewood Rams. And Santa Clara is a much nicer place than Englewood. Sorry to say. Nice in terms of amenities.
Yeah. I was watching Beto and Rudy, And then Rudy had the audacity, and I have my opinions, but we sell at that stadium every Sunday when we play. We sell at that stadium. I've never seen, besides after Harbaugh left and like those bad years where like nobody wanted to watch the teams, but since 2019 we have sold out that stadium. And so Rudy had the nerve to say, hey, we fill up our stadium even if it's other teams. You guys can barely fill up your stadium. And Beto got really pissed up, and this entire chat got mad at a Rudy for actually having the nerve to say that. So, yep.
You know what I would tell Rudy? I'd say, Rudy, it would help if our owner built a roof so they're not burning to death in 100-degree heat in the middle of, an Indian summer, which is my point. So,
yep.
If you actually made logical points, I can understand. But John, I think you give him a little too much leeway. I think he's just an asshole, to be honest. Well, not an asshole. I think Rudy is he loves to irritate, but isn't fair about, he doesn't have good sportsmanship, is what I'm saying. Like, just nothing but disrespect. That's why him and Rombo go at it so much. And Rombo is like the nicest, most old school 49er YouTuber ever. So it takes a lot to piss Rombo off.
He goes on Grant all the time, talking with Grant, and he always agrees with Grant's viewpoints.
I haven't seen him on there lately, though. Fortunately.
Because one time, like I said, occasionally I will go on Grant. Like I don't even go every day, but every now and then when I have like a lot of free time, I click on a video, and I think it was like during the draft, and he also, with the new StreamYard feature where you can now record at the same time and it your channel, and he was basically talking about how like his viewpoint on why Matthew Stafford is way better than Brock Purdy, like he always does, why Cooper Kupp is better than any Niner receivers right now, and basically and Grant, who he's a beat writer, he just writes his stuff. Like, you can see the disillusion of Grant, and this is one of the things I do not like, from him. The stuff that he says, he needs the traffic to go on his channel, and so there are a lot of people who think just like him. Who I don't want to hear this. I all I want to hear is negative. There's a lot of things that you can criticize on the team. I'm always a huge believer of, if you're a fan, you invest your time, you invest your money on this team, and so you have the right to criticize your team. But the way he does it, it's just like overly criticizing. So I think he needs to change his title to a 49er critic, not a 49er, whatever the hell he is.
He's a journalist, allegedly. And a journalist is supposed to not like the teams. They're supposed to not like players, because that ruins the integrity of their journalism. Journalism is supposed to be objective. It's not any longer. They kind of tell us what they think on the news about certain issues. But in total, Grant isn't a 49er fan. He used to be, but that it died out when he became a journalist. You have to. You can't have any kind of bias. Or else, if you're caught having bias, it ruins your career. And this is no defense of Grant. This is a defense of actual journalism, because it used to be a very well-respected profession. Now it's all hot takes and clicks and all this bullshit. So you get this mixing of like fans who want to cover the team and old legacy newspaper guys trying to cover the team through YouTube. And so there's this huge clash of personalities that Grant has been able to kind of build off of. But he's only been able to do that since the success of Kyle Shanahan. Up until that point, all of the 49er content creators, with the exception of maybe Rombo, were pretty small. If anybody remembers the channel Nothing But Niners, I don't know what happened to them. But Grant Cohn was in his car doing live streams with them. Now he's at a nice setup. He's at Levi's and all that. He was still writing. He was still beat reporting, but he wasn't like flashy. Because I've been watching Grant since 2018, pretty much. He used to be a man of the people, of the fans. Now he's kind of indifferent to the fans, obviously, because he wants to make that money. But Grant is a necessary evil, and the reason he's a necessary evil is because you have to have somebody ask hard questions in the media room, in the presser. You have to have that guy. You have to have that asshole who's willing to fall on the sword and be the bad guy in the sports reporting area to get the actual truth, because a lot of it is hidden. If there's this huge push to get the media out of people's locker rooms, and that's wrong, because, and I agree with his father, the media is our only connection to what's happening in the organization.
Y'all like my name?
What's your name?
I saw that.
I can't see anything.
It says Corey Davis the GOAT.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I know there's a British, well, he's retired, a British, like his style of reporting, like, you know, before he became like famous, was like Grant. And the only reason why he got credibility and why everyone, well, now he's retired, and they did a documentary of the FIFA scandal of how, you know, many countries bribed FIFA to put a World Cup in Qatar, which is a country smaller than San Francisco, way smaller than San Francisco, and a population of barely 100,000 people, and the majority of people who go there are rich foreign investors and, you know, people who like build the homes from, you know, like those very antiquated, you know, rules.
Mike Carcass is your poppy.
Okay, so the point is that he went up to the corrupt FIFA officials and basically, like, just, you know, like, you know, try to get him with gotcha questions and all that stuff. And because of his effective way of, like, you know, what he used to do back in the 80s and 90s, which everyone hated him. And then once he blew up what FIFA did, FIFA had to reform itself. Now they still do their shady practices, because again, when they control the entire globe of soccer, they're still going to be doing a lot of stuff, but they had to reform and be more just like the, like, you know, societal cultures, be, you know, understanding how the times are. But the point is that, like, that's a good way to, like, you know, blow up your career by doing these, like, things like that. And the only reason why I'm bringing it up, this has nothing to do with Grant, is that at one point, this dude in England was hated. You know, he had a job, you know, this is before social media, and basically he would do this on live television, on the radio, like antagonizing fans, antagonizing sports teams, antagonizing you know, like, you know, he did it all, like, not just in sports, but he pissed off so many people. But when he finally got credibility, this guy almost in his 80s, the guy's now in his 90s. History vindicated him. I still don't like Grant. I'm not a follower, but you need one of these gotcha peoples that are gonna, like, ruffle the feathers a bit. You need that sometimes. Sometimes you need someone that is willing to ruffle the feathers and piss, you know, people off. Because if you're gonna be going like in like, just like in outside sports, in the news world, if you're gonna be just kissing butt, people don't like that. So sometimes you have to be a bit of an a-hole to get a bit of respect. And so that's why I brought that guy up. I don't have to like Grant. People don't have to like Grant, but sometimes you do need that guy. And like he said, you know what? I'll be that double-edged sword. I'll take one for the team, and I'll use the other one to try to
expose. To expose them for what they're doing.
Yeah. So, as the years pass by, it took me a long time to understand, what Grant was doing. But just because I understand what he is now, doesn't take away the fact that I'm still not, a fan of his. But it's starting to make more sense because there's other people like David Lombardi. I've never liked David Lombardi, not because like some people have made certain accusations about his personal life and certain things.
Oh, I didn't. Wow. What accusations about Lombardi?
So apparently, his political views don't align with the Bay Area. I personally do not care. I don't know if that's, just people on the internet, being stupid.
I thought,
but the guy's arrogance, like every time like he does something, he's walking the street of San Francisco in the most like luxurious parts.
Oh, so he is okay. I thought he was in a different city because it was like, wow,
yeah,
this is so pretty. So he's in San Francisco. Wow.
Yes. And then he's up at aquatic park. One time he was in a suit, and basically like he's climbing up on a pier, which basically is like those like boats where those people leave their boats. Some people live there. He's walking, there, showing the glimmer and glamour of tourists, and he talks about the 49ers. One time he's at Dolores Park, not at the top where all the people drink alcohol, but at the bottom, nearby the high school, which is a little bit more cleaner, and talks about, look at this wonderful scenery, and then he walks into the intermission where all those organic coffee places, yada yada. One time he was at a Candlestick Point, on the pier that like a lot of people go fishing, and apparently there was a guy who was like said, get off the pier, man, and stop telling us to get off this pier. Things like that, like the guy, like, and then he's down at the Caltrain, basically like the arrogance of look at me, that he's in an airplane, oh I'm flying to Fresno, oh I'm going to this place, like the arrogance of look at me, of look at my life, look at my suits. I personally don't care about political beliefs because that's how people are. People are not going to change.
Yeah,
but I don't like that. Like there are people who can't
think they're better than you, and
can't go to Dolores Park.
Yeah, there's people who think they're better than you and constantly have to remind you that they're better than you. And it is. I didn't know that about Lombardi. I thought Lombardi was getting roasted because maybe people thought he was conservative, because he was, as a way to hate on him because he's such a yes man for the organization. Mm-hmm. And that's why him and Grant go at it so much.
And one time he was at that place called Roxy Sandwiches in San Francisco, nearby Balboa Park, a BART station. And he's like, I've never been here, but people in this area have told me that they got good sandwiches. I'm not going to lie. Wonderful Middle Eastern family. Now the son's run it. The father's now retired. Great sandwiches, better than Ike's. It's a mom and pop shop. Every time I go to Ike's, there's a line that goes like half the block because their sandwiches are to die for. Delicious. And a small sandwich is basically like a normal sandwich. And then their medium is like half of one of those submarine. And then their large is very big. So they make giant sandwiches for affordable prices. So a small sandwich will fill you up for the rest of the day, and really good stuff to eat. So he was over there walking around talking about, I'm walking this area. This is what I've been told is called Balboa Park. Let's go to one of the, this is the wonderful swimming pool, and I'm eating one of their delicious rocks. And I asked if they can make a Lombardi sandwich, and they said, now the loyal customers have their sandwiches for over 40 something years. We're not going to do that for you. So the guy arrogance for asking the owner to make a sandwich for him. Come on, man.
Shout out to Netflix. They're going to have a 25-minute documentary about us giving a standing ovation for a struggling player last year, and then he started to pick it up and go crazy. So they're gonna have a 25-minute documentary on that.
Okay. Back to the David Lombardi.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't like David Lombardi is he's a yes man. He's basically what I think is the YouTube social media version of the White House press secretary for the 49ers. He's kind of the guy who's always, sprinkling as much sugar over the crap areas where the team is crap as possible. He's the guy who is, kind of like slanting his take to make the Niners look as if they're perfect. Grant is using his take to constantly it's not criticized. What Grant is doing is he gaslights the fans at times. Then he'll backtrack. Then he'll bring his dad in, and his dad that's the only show that actually legitimizes Grant, because his dad will check his ass if he's wrong about something. And his dad comes from that old school East Coast Brooklyn, thing. And I respect that because, oh, Jesus, somebody fucking fumbled the football into the, oh my God. Oklahoma just recovered a football in the end zone. Oh, wait a minute. The Texas guy fumbled the ball, and one of the Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I thought somebody was trying to fucking open my door.
Mm-hmm.
And just check. I'm in one of the sketchier areas.
Yeah. Anyway, and then the last thing, the way he talks about, okay, so besides all of his little corny videos,
Yeah.
when he does his live streams, or he does like a 15-minute quick live stream, where he sits down and he puts like a PowerPoint and he makes it so professional and uses very big fancy words where, come on, man, we don't need this is not a university, just talk to us like normal people. And then he references his articles, don't forget to purchase my articles for $3 a month or whatever. I'm not a big fan of the Atlantic. And so the guy basically overall is selling himself, his lifestyle with 49ers. He's selling his articles and his newspaper. And then he tries to be like a professor. And so who is your target audience? Like, who are your target audience?
Football fans, beer drinking, football fans. So you've got to target how you communicate to those fans in a way in which they'll understand, universal, like just, say simple words. You don't have to go and be erudite and say a bunch of like fancy words to show us how elite you are or whatever. I hate that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. So
Grant is like that a little bit, but in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you notice how Grant acts a little bit like he's Justin Timberlake, and just how Justin Timberlake wanted to kind of be associated more with the hip hop crowd. I think that really rubs off on Grant a little bit because he was born in Oakland. I mean, this is me making an assumption, but you can't deny the fact that he's got there's this kind of attitude towards him in which he's trying to present himself as somebody different than what he actually is. He grew up in a nice part of Oakland and kind of acts like, he's a little more street than he really is, I guess.
Well, he went to, I remember one time, what high school did he go? Did he say Bishop O'Dowd, which is a private school?
Yeah, he probably went to a nice private high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no way was his dad going to put him in the public school system in Oakland. No way.
Yeah, I remember there was a kid in a suit. I don't know if that channel is still even, but it was a kid in a suit and I don't know how he got to put the video from that channel. But anyway, I clicked on it, and his mom. So basically, his mom, because apparently, he says that he has a half brother, so meaning that his pops. And again, I'm not making this. I'm just going after what his father said, what Grant has said, and so if he's telling the truth, and if he has an half older brother who's about 10 years older than him, I'm not going to judge a person who got remarried, because and people's personal life should always be, that's between, you should never tell to the internet. That's just how I feel. But his mom, basically Grant's mom, wanted him to go to a public school, but the dad was like, hey, is it okay if we could put Grant at Bishop Odell? And so apparently I think the mom caved in, or they're like, what, let's do it. But he was telling this kid, like, he could have been in a public school, but he was very fortunate to go to Bishop Odell. And so that's one thing about Grant. Another thing that Grant said, during the Pat McAfee, like basically the Javon Kinlaw and Pat McAfee and a lot of other outlets, got to the story that they wrote about Grant.
Yeah.
Grant wanted to go on the record because Pat McAfee basically threw an accusation. He says that he talks about his father who was in this business, and then basically he said, is this nepotism? And so Grant wanted to go on the record, and he said, yes, my son was in Hawaii with his mom, and I was in San Rafael up there north of the Golden Gate, and a guy who worked at a very small newspaper said, hey, we'll give your boy a job if he's very interested. And so because the guy knew Grant's father, and again, this is what his father said, I'm not sure if they were lying or exaggerating, and so because of that connection, and there's nothing wrong with getting like, oh, I know someone who.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, John. He got his foot in the door.
So basically, he even had to admit that. But Pat McAfee said, Pat McAfee is 50% right and 50% wrong. Yes, my dad knew my boss, and my boss really liked my dad, and they were really good friends, and they were hanging out, and my name got, and yeah, of course, okay, yes, maybe my dad helped me. And so, but if he was also telling the truth at the time, and again, I don't want to make no assumptions, he says he was, dating someone who now he's married. Again, this is the stuff that he says on his YouTube. So I don't know if everything he says is 100% true. That he was making barely $1,000 a month writing Niner articles for that Press Democrat. I think that's what it was. And his wonderful girlfriend helped them out financially. And again, I don't want to, be disrespectful. Again, people's lives, that's their lives. I never want to meddle in anyone's love. But eventually, they liked him enough that they gave him a permanent job. He had a salary, and boom. Now, he did say it took about 5 to 6 years before he actually made any money. And then the rest of history.
So, okay, what I forgot the point. What's the point you were getting to? With Grant? Nepotism? Yeah.
Also, basically, I'm just telling, Grant's story, what I know. I'm not making a point. I'm just telling, the story that, how he got into the business, where the business took him.
Yeah.
Now where he is. And so at the end of the day, the Javon Kinlaw situation, basically he went on the record. Now again, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if he embellished, or maybe he did work his ass off. But going to the UCLA, that's an expensive college. So,
Oh yeah. He would have had hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt just to get through there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he might bitch and complain that he had to work hard for 5 years, but try doing that with having to pay off those debts that have interest during the recession, because if you look at Grant's age, it lines up perfectly with when he graduated college during the Great Recession period. So there weren't, you had to do anything to get any kind of livable job. You know what I mean? Multiple jobs. So it wasn't easy. So having like Shanahan, it's so fucking ironic. Grant has the last name Cohn, who his father's considered a very respected sports journalist in the Bay Area, and Kyle Shanahan, the son of Mike Shanahan, two-time Super Bowl winning head coach. The only reason his son's in the NFL is because his last name is Shanahan. So, they're both. It's ironic because they're both products of nepotism. Nepotism got them in the door. If they weren't born with their last name, they wouldn't be where they are. And I find it just hilarious because Grant and Kyle are Grant and Kyle are sort of like the same, different sides of the same coin, to be honest. Both stubborn, both move the goalpost, both will, change their opinion or add something to it, or you know what I mean?
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Is anybody out there?
Yeah, I'm here. Got some audio issues?
I'm here. I hear you, John.
Oh.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Sorry about that. There's another goddamn alarm.
Music down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just noticed that. Well,
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry, I'm listening to a Netflix show right now.
I know. I sometimes embellish. I lived in the sewers like a Philadelphia fence. I'm just joking. That's enough with that joke. I came from basically like the lowest you can call like blue collar. I wasn't at that area we would call like living in poverty. I was like at that low blue collar. Basically, we were able to pay the bills on time, pay the rent, and have food in the refrigerator.
Yeah, the basics.
So basically, as a kid, I didn't understand why I didn't have the best shoes, the best clothes, because I was a kid. All my friends, because I went to school where a lot of the kids, their parents had top paying jobs, and so I didn't understand it until I got into high school and I met other people who were in scholarships, and they also shopped, at Goodwill, Salvation Army, places like that, like the thrift stores and all that stuff. And then I started to realize, oh wait, when I got my first paycheck at the age of 14, and I went to the grocery store and I looked at the prices of, like, for example, Hot Pockets, because that's what things kids would eat with their kids. I didn't eat Hot Pockets, I ate other stuff. And I will look at the prices. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can understand why we always shopped at the clearance and the deal section of the grocery store. And so I understood at the age of 14. That's why, my parents complained about the money. Why my grandpa, would always give me an extra buck, knowing because he was trying to help out his kids. But they were, his kids were trying to be independent, but just like a father would help out their kid. Hey, let me, no. So I understood that. So, yeah. So I came from that. So, like I said, I had a roof over my head. Like the term. I had food in my refrigerator, and so I was like, around a certain point, I'm like, I should be grateful that I have a couple of pair of shoes, one nice shoes for a special occasion, and my everyday.
Right.
And I'm glad that like my school gives me free uniforms, and I have some clothes to go to the parks and hang out with my friends. Didn't have a lot of space. I would share my clothes with my other siblings because we didn't fill them up. And so if I was Grant or Shanahan, I would not complain or bitch.
And that's the thing. Sometimes you need to be really humbled by life to really, be more respectful towards those who have it harder than you do, because and I fell into this trap of thinking, of entitlements. Like, I came from this, I worked really hard for this. I was promised this, that kind of mindset, that kind of loser mindset. And then you kind of realize, no, I know what happened, but it doesn't matter. What matters is, how am I going to feed myself today? How am I going to, pay the bills today, kind of thing. I did feel a little bitter for a long time, because what they told me was, go to, work hard in school, go to college, you get a good job, basically. And every time I would struggle, they would, my parents or my coaches would say, if you're not hitting the books hard enough, punishment or whatever, there will be consequences. So you end up sacrificing a lot of the fun you could have in a high school or during a college, run, because, you're being pushed to be successful, because that's how your mom or dad got out of poverty. That old model of going to high school, graduating, going to college, graduating, you get the better job. So that was their way out of poverty. So they think, oh, that must be our son's way out of poverty, or the same idea. And they completely failed to realize that they had it the best possible. And nobody went to college back in the 60s or 70s. That was more of like a cutting edge thing for a higher education. It wasn't until like the 90s where you started seeing like this kind of cultural shift of, okay, I got to get my kid into a prep school, and then I got to get him into this, into that, so he can go to Harvard and all of this stuff, so he can get a good job. And it worked until 2008, the Great Recession, to be honest. And then you had people who were much older but couldn't retire, getting laid off, who were overqualified for certain jobs, who couldn't get them. I mean, it was a real clusterfuck. If you were graduating high school or college or any kind of thing with aspirations, you wanted to do something, and the Great Recession just knocked that right out of you. Oh, you have dreams? Tough shit. Here comes this. And now what you wanted, you had to basically give up to survive. So, yeah, it just, our parents aren't always giving us the best advice. They're giving us the advice that worked for them to be successful, not the advice that will work for us to be successful, because they don't understand or might not see things that we are really good at and passionate about, and encourage those aspects of us,
Michael, can you turn the music down, please?
No,
so it's a good thing. Don't always listen to your parents, even if they think they're right. Don't always listen to them, because ultimately when they're dead, it's your life, and you have to make choices now that will affect you years later, because just from speaking from experience,
Yeah, so my road was like this. Basically, as a child, I gotta rely on the adults, and then I got old enough to actually take care of myself.
Yeah.
So my road, basically, because of I played sports, and so I started working at the age of 13 as a youth worker for San Francisco Recreation Park. Google it; it's a real thing. And so, when I was 17, my sort of like, he was like a second father. He was also my boss. Said, hey, once you finish high school, there's a job called assistant director. The pay was about $48,000 as long as you had a high school degree, and $48,000. I'm 17 years old. I hear $48,000. Again, I don't know what I know about money right now, but one of my first coaches, he was an assistant director, and he was doing really, really well. He was doing really, really well. He always had cash, and he would always wear a fanny pack. This is kind of funny. And he would always have cash, and not just like $1. He would have some $5, some $10, some $20. So he would have a bit of like a little like clip with money, and I was like, damn, $48,000. I graduate high school, and of course, the stock market crashed 6 months ahead before I graduated, and they said the city's doing layoffs and budget cuts. I didn't know what they were, and so one of the gardeners, who is like almost 80 years old, he was still working in through his 60s. His kids were all gone. He had nothing to do. Unfortunately, he and his wife's marriage, like they separated, like in a positive way. Like he still loved her, she still loved, but they separated for personal stuff. And then she got sick, so he had to go back to work to help her because that's how much he cared about her. And so he was telling me what's going on. He said, "It's only going to get worse, John. It's only going to get worse." And so after 3 years after high school, I went to school, but there was the X Games, like those, like like a skateboard, like Monster Energy drink, Red Bull, small independent credit unions from the Bay Area came together to form like these travel adult leagues. They were trying to do something. So I jumped on the chance to play baseball, and I had fun. I made a bit of a very small stipend. I was part of Rec and Park, like during that restructure. So because of that, and then I say, let me go to community college, see, where I'm going to be going. And private coaching, Rec and Park, bit of playing baseball helped me out during that tough time. I was fortunate enough not to suffer how many of my friends who were in college who could not get a job. Now, they did not like sports. They didn't like, and so eventually they found work and they did really well. And so Rec and Park and sports stuff helped me have money in my bank account. Now, I wasn't making a lot of money either, but I spoke to a lot of the workers who were coming in. They had master's degrees, doctoral degrees in recreation, kinesiology, physical education, sports science, all that stuff, and they were getting entry-level jobs. And so a lot of people, during that early restructuring, a lot of the people were all that. And then finally, when the city around 2014, 2015, after several years, many of those workers were given specialist jobs, like city coordinator jobs, all that stuff. I became basically, because of my experience, and I became basically a supervisor for a local community center. And so I was making, like what I was doing, the 48 grand, a bit of some stipends, and I was able to move out for about 2.5 years. I had a bit of independence, and 2020 happened, and basically, since I finished high school, yeah. So yeah, I know that stuff. It sucked, but there are other people worse than me who went to college, got their degrees, and they were getting like tiny paying jobs at retail and those little stores at the kiosk and all that stuff. Like, dude, I'm a bachelor's degree person, and I'm making lemonade for people. It was bad.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off because I had a lot of anger towards my parents for a while because I felt like I was lied to. But they did me right. You know, they raised me right. They provided me a great childhood and a support system. And, you know, I can't knock them for that. And yeah, they helped out with the loans. They helped out with my loans at times when it was really bad, you know. And I'll never forget that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, in essence, I let that bitterness go, because it just, at the end of the day, it's just not going to solve anything. You're just going to be angry and just stuck in one place. Mm-hmm. You know? I know I was.
Yeah.
And you can form some bad habits when you do that.
Mm-hmm. I know, like, I try not to, get controversial, but the big banks having those like loans where like, let's give people money. Let's not do credit checks. A lot of people were very proud to own a house. And then when the big banks failed, a lot of those people, like, they lost everything. Basically, there were stories like people knocking on people's doors. We got to kick you out because you can't pay your mortgage. The bank failed, and basically, like, you owe the bank all this money, and you got to pay the bank back. Oh, you also have to pay the house back. And a lot of people were basically, dragged. Some people were dragged out. Some people volunteered, walked out, lost everything, and they were in their cars. I remember these stories. It was so disgusting. And after, Bush left and Obama, there was only one way to do this. You let the entire institution fail and have like a worse crash than the Great Depression. Or, you know what? You pass a law to basically give these, and that's when the people lost faith in corporations after there. When those checks rolled out, they rolled out, and people were protesting on the street saying this is messed up. And
yeah, that's where the Occupy Wall Street movement came in.
So then people were very, very upset, and again, I try not to get to politics. So
because banks were getting bailed out, and individual people who lost everything weren't being helped at all.
Yeah. And so I'm going to be unbiased and say this. Trump, when he walked down that escalator, and he basically said, the American people are suffering. I know these people or your leaders because I used to give them money. He started to tell the truth. Of course, he said some stuff that I disagree upon, but he started to basically, the flames that were already like starting to, he lit up. He basically threw a match in front of lighter fluid, and the people were like, we're tired of this, of the people at the top and the leaders who run our country. And that's why he got so much. And this is the reason why many people don't understand why there's an appeal of him. I don't like him even before he was a politician. Like, his shows were ass, all that stuff. But he really opened up people's eyes and realized, hey, there's rich people like me who are billionaires, who we're also getting screwed by the top leaders, and we're tired of it. So I'm going to take, I'll be the scapegoat. I'll have them smear my name, tarnish my reputation to wake people up. Now, because he's not a perfect public speaker, every time he speaks, it doesn't sound nice to say, because of course no one talks like that.
But that's what makes him so. That's why. So he has such a. There's really stupid Trump fans like that are just like fanboys, but there's like, that's what got people to get behind Trump. Mm-hmm. He didn't speak like a politician. Mm-hmm. He spoke like a guy who was tired of seeing the country sell itself, to like a cheap whore to other countries, and wanted to reinvest in actual Americans, wanted to get energy independent. I didn't think we could ever be energy independent with what I was told, for the majority of my life. Well, it turns out all we needed to do was a couple pipelines in South America and some fracking in Canada, and boom, energy independence. We're no longer involved in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. And since we're no longer involved in the Middle East, there was less military presence in the Middle East. Of course, we were still occupying parts of Iraq and Afghanistan, but it wasn't like the proxy wars we were funding in the 80s, 90s, and then the war on terror in the 2000s. And when Trump did drop a bomb, he said he was going to do it, and then he did it. He said he was going to do it, and then he did it. So I think I appreciate somebody who speaks poorly, who doesn't speak like a politician, and does right by me and the country, rather than somebody like a Barack Obama, like a Hillary Clinton, like somebody who is eloquent, who sells you something, but screws you over.
Yeah.
They don't, these people, they don't understand that. They don't understand the appeal of it. And the people who don't understand the appeal of it usually are very left-leaning people who don't have to worry about feeding themselves and their children, and can comfortably live in either the filth that they wear because they never bathe, or just their kind of elitist their kind of elitist bubble. So you've got the two most common Trump haters are white liberal women and really kind of beta male-ish liberal men, both of whom don't have a clue of how just mean and cruel life can be to you.
Yep, that's facts. Everything you said right there should not be controversial, but for some people it's not, and that's why he has the appeal. And so, however you feel about him, like, he's not, again, like I can say this, as someone who has an Italian background. There are a lot of Italians who hated Mussolini. That guy was a bad dude. What he would do to his own people, okay? In China, like when the government is like basically like telling the young people to like turn against your parents, and this happened in China. I'm part Chinese. I'm grateful to be a mixture of a bunch of stuff and hear these stories from my grandparents and their siblings. And so, in America, I've had this conversation.
Penn State.
I've had this conversation with so many people. We live in a wonderful country where even the other side who is annoying, they have also the protections just like those who don't like certain viewpoints on the other side. That's called a free society.
And they want to eliminate that.
And because we're part of the West, basically like the rich European countries, the United States, you can put Canada there, Australia and New Zealand, because those are like, first world countries.
Western civilization, basically.
But you go to other countries who like they still have like for example, Poland. They're very right wing, like that's how they are. If you don't ever met a Poland,
I love Poland.
That's who they are. It's not that they hate the rest of their European counterparts, and they're right. Like, we have an identity. We want
and they want to keep that identity, and they don't want to dilute that identity.
Touchdown, Penn State.
The migrants out of Poland. That's why they were very anti-migrant, and this caused a huge kind of like conflict because the European Union and the woman Merkel in Germany, who was letting all of these displaced Middle Eastern migrants into Europe. You can see the effects now, and this was over 10 years ago. It completely diluted the cultural sensibilities of Europe, and now instead of appreciating being given asylum and a place to live comfortably, they're taking over the cultural values and trying to impose their own on France, Germany, Ireland, UK, everywhere else in Europe, except Poland.
Mhm.
That's why I love Poland, because at the time they were considered, assholes, xenophobes, whatever, ultra nationalists. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now they were right. Oh my God. I'm watching the Cal game. I hope this guy recovered the punt. Holy shit.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I thought you were watching. Wait, are you a two-teamer, Sentinel? You like Notre Dame?
My team has been Notre Dame since I was a kid.
They're a good
But
program.
my local team is Cal.
Mhm.
In college, because of the amount of teams,
Yep.
I mean, sometimes it ends up that way.
Mhm.
But as far as like football, NFL, it's Niners. I was like born,
Yeah.
and my first the little wrap they put babies in was like a San Francisco 49er swaddling kind of wrap,
Mhm.
So don't ever, ever, ever call me a two-teamer. Ever. It's just...
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, okay. At the college level, maybe. But when it comes to like the NFL and your city and your land and your identity, the communal identity, you know what I mean? That unites us.
Mhm.
I'm San Francisco, baby. I don't care if we don't share the same political views. I don't care if we look different. I don't care, because at the end of the day, when I see that red and gold on you, you're my brother or my sister.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very true. Like the SEC, everyone talks about Georgia, Alabama. Like, since I can remember, a lot of my family, because of course there's many descendants from Louisiana, so LSU, and LSU has always been a really good program. They've just been overshadowed by a lot of good teams, and so I kind of have a bit of a soft spot for LSU. I used to like Ohio State, but after that, I found out that that dumb Eagle fan, Wear Your High, said, nope, I can't be on it because that dude is weird.
Yeah, speaking of the Buckeyes, I'm streaming that game in about an hour, almost like half an hour.
Notre Dame, I've always had respect for what they were, like a team that's independent, that does not need a conference. Now, their other sports have to, play something, so they play with the ACC. So a lot of people say, like, why don't they just join the ACC? Well, it's more profitable to be an independent program like Notre Dame and not share any revenue. And that's why, they have found a monopoly of being independent. That's why I was hoping that when the Pac-12 died, Cal and Stanford would have been reached out by Hey, listen, you guys are Bay Area schools. You guys have prestige, academics, just like we do. Go independent. We can play each other all the time. I know you guys want to play other top schools, with the same pedigree. The Big Ten, there's schools that have your thing. Do what we did, and like Notre Dame tried. Cal and Stanford didn't listen. So, but besides all of that, I'm getting a little bit. Notre Dame's a good program, so I've always had respect for them. Since I was the age of 12, I've been a Cal fan because I visited that school. I went to a lot of games when I was a kid because of a program I was with. I met the Marshawn Lynch family when their son got drafted to Buffalo, and his nephew was on one of my teams when I was a high school youth coach. Good kid, so I got to know their family very well. So I said, Cal's my team. I've never been a fan of Stanford because they're a bit of Ivy League-ish. So
Kid, make up your mind. Are you taking a nap or not?
He's making fun of you, man. Come on, dude. Let him have his fun.
I know. I'm like, bro, you said you were going to take a nap before you go to the Wild game.
Listen. Get on, kid. It's way cooler than you, man. Everyone likes Get On Kid. His channel's more better than yours, even though you have a lot of more subscribers.
He has a long way to go, even though he doesn't care.
Listen, you can say whatever you want, man. Don't be jealous. That's the reason why people like his channel more than you.
Oh, first down, USC. What a dart. That was a dart by Miller.
So, yep. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been so like invested in college sports because there was a bit of like a little 4-year gap where like I stopped watching college sports, mostly for work and other personal stuff, and then 2020, I went through a little depressing time of my life, but I'm glad I had the right.
I think everybody was depressed in 2020.
Now for me, I have a lot of friends who are like, everyone uses like shy. They're very solitary. Basically, like they go to work, they do their stuff, they interact with people, but after a long day of work, they need to unwind after the stress of life, and they're very solitary. I'm very different. After work, of course, I'm tired, but I'm still able to communicate and hang out for a little bit. What sucked for me during the pandemic was not being able to do things because everything was closed. That's the sucky part for me that I hated. I wouldn't mind, like chilling at home, but I needed to get out and do something. And when they took that away from me, that really pissed me off. When I couldn't see my friends in person and say, no one can leave your home, that pissed me off because those were the people who I hung out with. And so when I discovered YTC and you guys helped me during a tough time because I could not interact. So I'm very grateful. I know I will always talk crap about you, Michael, but at the end of the day, you are one of these people who helped me during tough TRL, YTC, TOP, all those guys. So I'm very grateful for you guys during the tough times. And I'm glad I got to know you guys. I know we don't live in the same neighborhood, but it really shows you that
First down USC.
If you love sports, I can call you a friend. That's me. Like I said, I am my grandfather's, grandchild. He was a very popular person. He loved going to, people would say, "Hey, what's up? It's John Jay's grandpa," and people were like, "Oh, what's up, man?" I used to think he was a celebrity. No, he was just a people person, and so I remember some people, "Hey, yo, Mr. John Jay, grandpa, I got a question to ask you, man. I need some advice, man. Can you give me?" That's how people treated him. That's one thing that I miss. So. But anyway, I'll stop talking. I'm talking too much.
So there's a Maya Angelou quote that fits what you just said perfectly. It's not about what people say to you. It's about how you make them feel.
Also, another quote to quote this. He said it before, but he actually quoted somebody. You either die a hero or you live.
I was trying to talk about Corey. Corey to John gave him life advice, but what he gave all of you guys is that feeling that you'll never ever forget.
Well, Fizz did say something that's related to Corey. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Corey died a hero. That's all I can say.
I don't know what Corey's age was at the time of his death, but I don't think he would have been a villain at all, to be honest.
Well, that's an old saying about you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become a villain.
Okay. It's fine.
Fisk even said it himself because he used to beef with a lot of people, but he stopped.
Because he grew up. He knows that's not the way to go about growing a channel on YouTube. It's just the way it is. You grow up, you mature, you realize, what the hell am I doing defending this? Why am I dying on a hill over this stuff? That's
the only mistake that I ever made was getting involved with him and Jaganov because I was technically involved in it because Jackanoff reached out to me wanting to do a show. And I obviously made the dumb mistake of doing a show with Jackanoff for over a year. And I saw his true colors. He didn't want me on there because, like, I'll put it to you like this. He didn't want me on there because he thinks that that me and him are good friends. The only reason why I was on that show was for comedy relief. He did that was the whole reason I was brought onto the show.
Michael, can you please turn the music down? I can barely hear you.
It's as low as it needs to go, but if you can't hear it, it's a you problem now.
There you go.
But anyways, if you, Spongy, did you want to hear what I said about Jackanoff?
About who?
Jackanoff. So he reached out to me and he wanted me to do a podcast with him. It was called the Awkward Silence Podcast. His idea, not mine. So I'm like, okay, fine. But I later realized he wanted me on that show for comic relief, not because he respected me, not because he wanted to.
I don't blame him. I also use you for comic relief.
No, but here's how he was using me for comic relief. You know how Fitz Vegas would have super chats always, and and they would like go at each other. That's what he wanted.
Okay, cool. No one cares. And I'm about to watch that Michigan documentary, The Science Stealer.
Hey, random editor, am I still missing out on Texas versus Oklahoma? Remember, that was supposed to be the game of the week. Master J, you can keep saying that all you want, but we all know damn well you're still in the Cowboys fan base. Bitch. The last beef of Master at work was when he was going up against Uncle Lou. That was the last time he made a video on somebody. This even told me Jagganoff's not a bad person. He's not good for business. Whatever you say, knowing damn well I left, you didn't leave, Master J. You're still a Cowboys fan. Oh, okay. Okay, no worries, Sentinel. It's the other way around, get him, kid. I'm his poppy. If I didn't bring it up, you would still be a Cowboys fan. But because I did, I'm still trying to stick to the word. Be like, oh crap, I said it. No. Ain't no point, bro. You keep saying it every stream I do. You're not a Bears fan. You're not a Bears fan. And then when I clap back, you're like, okay, I'm done. There's no point in arguing, bro. You say that every. I'm starting to think you're Kaiju because Kaiju says that all the time. Anyways, first down, Penn State. Like, what are you hoping to accomplish when you say that? I'm going to respond back the way I respond, so. Plus, John and Sentinel already said don't welcome you in the fan base, so you might as well just stay over in Cowboys land.
I heard my name. What I miss?
No, I'm talking. Oh, first down, Penn State. But I was just saying how you and Sentinel don't claim Master J in the 49ers fan base.
No.
Yeah, see, Master J. So you should probably just stay in Jerry World.
Listen, he can be part of whatever team you root for because no one knows what team you root for.
First down, Penn State.
Because in the words of someone in the chat, you are no longer a Bear fan.
He says that all the time, and you know what? I'm starting to think it's Kaiju because Kaiju be like, "Oh, there ain't no point of arguing," and then he argues with me again, bro. It's got to be Kaiju. I am convinced it's Kaiju. You can't tell me otherwise.
Master J is your pop.
It's the other way around. I'm his poppy. Anyways, he almost scored. So, but they're at the 1 yard line. So if they get it here, Penn State will tie the game up.
Is BYU for real? They could be 6-0. Yeah, last year, their first year in the Big 12, they went 5-7, and they're showing why BYU. They've been a good brand.
Touchdown, Penn State. Then you are arrogant. Well, you're arrogant. Okay, if I'm arrogant, then why are you arguing with me?
The rivalry of Michael, Master J, and everyone else.
Listen, I don't get it. If I'm arrogant and it's pointless arguing with me, then why are you arguing with me in the first place? It's got to be Kaiju. He says that to me. He used to say that to me on the Discord.
Oh my gosh. BYU recovers the fumble. Dude, I think they're going to dominate the Big 10. I mean, the Big 12.
I didn't say arrogant. That's technically the same way you said it, Master J.
Like Get On Kid says, Master J is your poppy.
Other way around, John.
How is it the other way around?
I respond back the way I want, and he only responds back to, it's pointless. It's pointless talking to you. And then then the next stream he does the same stuff. Oh wait, Purdue came back from a 3-27 lead against Illinois. No, I convinced. Oh, no, I didn't. I convinced you are. What is this awful grammar?
All right, let me read this. No, I didn't. I convinced you. Oh, he's basically saying you're dumb. Yeah, he's calling you stupid.
Okay, that's so original coming from bro. Kaiju, just come out. It's you. It's gotta be Kaiju. I'm convinced.
Michael, how about you come out the closet, bro?
No. How about
Because we only need a closet gay person, bro.
You're making me feel stupid now?
Hey, John
Bro, this
Jay,
is like Jim Everett as a clone.
John Jay, can you just start, Jackbox early? I don't want to deal with Michael anymore.
You deal with me all the time.
Hey, Spongy, I saved that question that says 2 people in history that need to make love.
What the fuck? Let's just can't a timeout for what, bro?
I know, that was great.
Oh my lord!
I saved the question about like 2 people in history that needs to actually.
All right, John. From now on, you're reading the grammarless comments.
Okay, whatever. Let's just can a timeout for a little bit. Okay, that was a little bit confusing to read.
See what I mean? It got me looking like Mayweather when it comes
Well,
to
not Mayweather, man. Shut up! Don't do that. Mayweather was a technician in the ring. I see you're making Master Chief. Facts. It's your rival, Mike.
Carcass. I had a debate that it was kaiju, but I changed my mind. Okay. I didn't read that, and I know that grammar is bad. So
Well,
you know what?
Us
Miller
brains,
Malcolm's perfect.
we're going and trying to reason with Michael, saying that they lose brain cells every time they try to educate you.
Yo, Master J, you need a hooked on phonics book.
Hooked on phonics book. Yeah, he says you can't read books.
Mother.
All right, I'm back. What happened?
Mike's search history would give him damn. Mike has illegal activity in his
It's
browser.
not my fault. They have improper sentences.
Michael, you did show some woman called Angela White, who apparently is a film star.
You know what? In retrospect, think about it like this, Michael. It could have been a lot worse.
What?
Instead of showing Angela White, you could have shown something a lot worse. So in retrospect, even though you made a dumb decision, at least it wasn't a really bad dumb decision.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Speedmaster J. I hope that.
Get this.
Are we still on this? Are we still on this? You know that's a false statement.
What is?
Apparently, I watched. It's YouTube would censor it, but he means kid. He means kid.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I was gonna say something like bestiality or some shit, like weird shit.
Oh man, yeah, we live in a weird world.
See, Master J turned crazy, and now he's typing sentences like that.
Bestiality is fucking weird too, dude. I mean, you dress up like as a unicorn and screw somebody in a bear costume? What the fuck? But it's still not. It's still two consenting adults. It's not the, Edo.
Anyway, barf.
Yeah.
Barf.
Moving on. Another subject.
Let's not.
Can we move the
Not
Michael
down that
roasting?
rabbit hole.
Can we delay the Michael roasting for 15 minutes? Not because it's not funny, but just because it's just getting boring a little bit.
Yeah, I concur.
Oh, you used a big word.
Concur.
I was watching
What time is it?
I was watching the movie.
I think I can.
No, the actor was Denzel Washington. He was betraying, I think, Malcolm X. And early in the movie, Denzel's character and another.
USC goes 3-0.
Michael, did you crack open another Diet Coke?
No, I didn't crack open.
Denzel's character and another character, and they got sentenced guilty. And when the judge was saying the sentences, like his friend, whoever the actor was playing, he thought he was going to jail for 225 years, but Denzel's character was laughing. He was just because basically concurrent, meaning that they're serving all the charges in one count. So basically, it was 10 years. So 22 counts. He thought it was 220 years. And basically, he just served 10 years for all the 22 charges.
Michael, you're sick, bro. Why would
What?
you ever do that?
What are you talking about?
You watch Kitty Corn?
No, I don't.
I just love trolling Michael. It's so funny.
Barf, Spongy, barf. Let's talk about something else.
What, you don't want to talk about Kitty Corn?
Yeah, we could talk about how
Why
Jalen.
would you talk about it, period?
Oh, well, sorry. Somebody in the chat brought it up.
Yeah, we already read it. We already read it.
Whoa, sorry. I didn't hear you bring it up, Michael. I deeply apologize if I hurt your feelings.
Wasn't USC winning this game and now Penn State tied the game?
No, Kenny Pickett. Hey, you know if Kenny's going to be on tonight? John?
I think your mic's a little bit low. You say something?
You think Kenny...
Don't complain about the music. It's as low.
It's not the music. It's my mic.
You said something about Kenny?
Yeah, you know if Kenny's going to be on tonight?
I don't know. Whoever shows up, shows up. I'm not expecting. It's not mandatory. You know. I would like to see Michael. You know, I want to see the answers he writes down.
Oh, I just want to see his reaction to our answer.
Oh man. Busting.
Michael.
No, don't start with that.
You're lucky. You're lucky. I probably used up all my headphones, so I can't use that voice
Thank
changer.
God. And I just found a $100 bill, something Michael doesn't have.
Damn, Spongy's boy.
And I also just found a Caleb.
That's cap. Show the lottery ticket then. Show me the lottery.
See, you want to
Show me
see
the lottery ticket. That's cap. Show me the lottery ticket.
First he's like, go outside.
Hold on. Where's my phone at? Where'd it go?
All right,
Where'd it go?
that's
Where's
cap.
my
You
phone
now
at?
win $100.
No, I didn't say I won 100. I said I found 100.
Where's the $100?
I'm looking for my phone right now, Michael, and I'll show you.
What's up,
Oh, there you
TOP?
go. Here's my phone. And don't you dare say it's counterfeit.
Open it up.
Oh, he showed it.
Is it real?
Oh my gosh, really? That question.
Oh. Wait, did he throw a pick?
Anyway,
Bumba clot.
busted.
Michael, pull me up on screen again real quick. Please.
Oh, yeah, he did throw a pick.
The best Bears quarterback of all time.
That statement is sadly kind of true.
Michael, you'll like
And
me
it's
after
not-
you see this one.
It's not something to brag about. It's fucking sad.
Michael, look at this.
It's only sad because you guys live in the quarterback era.
Oh yeah,
Do you know the name of Sid Luckman or Jim McMahon?
I keep hearing his name a lot. Sid Luckman. I do know he was a Bears quarterback. I didn't know he was around when they were called NFL championships.
Michael,
you-
you don't know any of your own quarterbacks, damn that side.
Boom,
He's one of those like Sammy Baugh and
boom,
some of the early quarterbacks who really helped develop the game. And then in the 60s, and you got your Johnny Unitas's. Johnny Unitas today would ball the fuck out. I mean, he was like the first, considered the Peyton Manning of his time. So now everything is quarterback centric. You know, Brady and Peyton
Hey,
kind
Michael,
of made it that way.
back up on the screen real quick. I want to show
I don't
something.
see anything. Oh,
Look at this, what I wasted money on. Bustin. More Bustin.
Wow. That's so disrespectful.
And another Bustin.
Oh my goodness.
that's your money, son. Actually, no, that's your dad's money, son.
It wasn't my dad who
Ooh.
brought me there, buddy.
Ooh.
Am I lying, Cincinnati?
Wow.
Am I lying?
That's your
No comment.
random
That was my
editor
brother.
says. Random editor says still more than Mike makes in a.
Oh my goodness.
Ah.
Oh, no, sorry.
Well, you can't
Mike,
show your bank account because that's illegal.
Okay, I don't know why you put that up. You always bring up things that have nothing. Oh,
Oh,
Why is
incomplete.
that? Do you have a false charge on your bank account?
No, you can't. You can't show anybody your bank account.
I don't think it's illegal.
It's not illegal, but it's pretty stupid to do so.
facts.
It's legal if you obtain somebody else's banking info and show it online, obviously.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm not showing it
dummy.
online because there's
Yeah,
fuckers.
dummy.
Yeah, because there's fuckers like you that would probably leak it.
Yeah, that was a bird.
John Jay, if you want me to have a session later, I will show off.
39-yard attempt is good.
All right, let's fucking go, Mendoza.
Is that the Liberty Bell on this $100 bill? Is that like a Liberty Bell on the thing?
I forget. We don't use cash out in the Bay Area that much.
Like on that like blue stripe? You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
talking about?
Yeah.
That I think that's a Liberty Bell.
If I had $100 bill in my pocket, I'd pick.
Like on one side, if you look at it, it's a 100, and on the other side, if you look at it, it's a Liberty Bell.
Mm. You know what the difference is between that and that Bustin Fields rookie card?
See, this is actually pure cash. That's not.
Yeah, the $100 is actually worth $100.
Yes. And look at this great Funko Pop. If Michael wants to pull me up. He's muted.
Come on.
Well, we actually came back in this game. But if Michael wants to pull me up, you know, I have this great Funko Pop. I don't know if anybody here collects Funko Pops, but
I don't collect Funko Pops. I can understand the appeal, but I don't. 316. Okay. Well, that's good. 316.
hey, Michael. This isn't somebody who's better than anybody in Bears history besides Walter Payton and Dick Butler.
Why are you using that stupid voice changer? Cut it out.
I would like to be given my proper flowers for all of the crap and stupid shit people said to me about using a voice changer when I was online for all of those years, because I was way ahead of the curve on all of this regarding the AI shit. So put a little respect on the Sentinel's name, please.
No, let me talk.
Oh, look, it's Jalen Carter. He's better than Jervon
In the
Dexter.
words of Get On Kid.
He's better
Michael, I don't want to hear
than
any of your BS about that anymore, bro.
Michael.
In the words of Get On Kid, Mike is a pendejo. Mike is a pendejo.
Pendejo. Oh my goodness. Pendejo.
Michael is C.
No, it's
C.
no. Michael is a picha pendejo. Picha.
Y maricón.
Shout out Get On Kid.
Pinche pendejo maricón coño.
Mike es un gordo. Michael, how much do you weigh again?
Michael, I weigh more than you.
Oh, wait, sorry, you can never ask a woman their weight. My bad.
Says the female, bitches. Michael.
My bad, Michael. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I deeply apologize.
Michael lost his mind again. Damn it.
I got a Jerry Rice.
Holy
bobblehead.
shit. Penn State is still in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I got a Jerry Rice bobblehead to the side of me right now.
That's not a pop. Just a bobblehead.
Just a bobblehead.
Mm.
It's like an old bobblehead when he was with the Raiders.
Mm.
I bought it at like an
I fucking hate the Raiders, but can I just say this? Jerry Rice, at 40 years old, put up 1,200 yards as an Oakland Raider. That's nuts.
Yeah, I bought that for like $5 at a
Well, of course it was worth $5. He was a Raider. Now, if that was a Jerry Rice 49er,
the box is kind of demolished, but it's like something you don't really see. You don't really see many Jerry Rice in a Raiders uniform.
yeah.
So it's a little like kind of rare thing. Oh, I think I see more Caleb Williams. Hold on.
Oh, those are gonna be what we call peg warmers. You know what a peg warmer is? It's a product that is put on a store shelf that doesn't sell and just stays there, and then has to go to clearance. And if it doesn't sell at clearance, is given to like other places, other discount stores like Ross and stuff like that. So, you know, you don't have to, spend a lot of money on a Caleb pop. Just wait, maybe a year, and pick one up for 50 cents at, Ross.
What, a Caleb card? I just found a Derek Jeter rookie card.
Derek Jeter is one of the classiest baseball players I've ever heard of. I mean, never got in trouble with the law, never was an asshole to the fans, played the game right, never cheated. Just like, I don't know. I just respect shit like that. I respect kind of old school stuff like that. Oh, what the fuck? Dude, this Pitt quarterback does not know how to throw the ball with anticipation whatsoever.
He's a should-be junior, but he's a redshirt sophomore, and he's more of a scrambler type of guy. So, what I know about him, for the most part, I mean.
So, for the first half, 172, and in this half is 191. Oh, got batted down, yes!
Michael, I hear you in the background, opening your Diet Coke. Let's see, he had to mute himself. Sentinel, I don't know if you watch any hockey.
I try to, but my Sharks just break my heart all the time.
But do you know the Gaudreau brothers?
No, but I know the class.
Michael, you open another can of Coke?
Oh, I found a Joe Montana Niners card.
Michael.
Can I see it?
Yeah, hold on, I'll show you. It's one of those, like,
Novelty kind of card. Can you full screen that? Oh, that looks nice. Yeah. That looks nice. I just like the design of it.
I'll put that to the side. Maybe one day I'll give that away. Look at this too, Michael. I know you're gonna just like be so mad about this because I know he should have stayed with your franchise, and I understand that. I understand that you wanted to stay, and that you wanted him to stay. But look at this. Michael, it's not busting. Pull me up on the big screen.
Dan Marino.
Nick Foles.
Oh, Nick Foles.
And there's only 25 of those. And that is jersey number 9 out of 25.
Is that an actual rookie card?
It's his rookie card, yeah. Autograph.
Autograph too. Shit. I wouldn't sell it for anything.
I'm gonna grade that. I'm gonna grade this. I bought it for like.
Yeah, but exactly. Buy it for grading.
I bought
Somebody
it for like
in Philly in a couple decades will be willing to pay.
Shout out to the 12 people that are in here.
I bought it for $25.
Good.
And he won us the Super Bowl, so
Exactly. So, like I said, wait 25 years and sell it You grade it and then auction it off at a Philly fan Eagle auction. And then
See,
there
isn't
you
this
go.
card shiny?
Which card
All
is
right,
that?
all right. John will be back.
Okay. Is that Jim Oh, that's McNabb. No, it's Colt Foles. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to use my fucking glasses. I didn't want to have to use them,
And
but I
then this
haven't
is
used my
also Foles.
fucking goddamn glasses. Oh.
I just learned about that whole debacle that Jerry West had with the Lakers.
Oh, they treated Jerry West like shit at the end.
Who was his son? What was his son's name?
Are you thinking of Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
Jerry West. Because supposedly he had a falling out after they cut his son or whatever.
I don't recall that, but I didn't even know that myself. That happened?
I just saw it, and that's why they revoked his season tickets. Or whatever. Hold on. Let me look up his son.
Jerry West is a top 3 Laker all time. And they fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, Ryan West. Played in the NBA for yeah, this literally just came out 2 days ago. Jerry West felt his son Ryan West departing from the Los Angeles Lakers was collateral damage from
Get
the
on, kid. You call that
organization.
scary? You call that scary? The Pyramid Head? Man, I've seen way more scarier things than that Pyramid Head.
Mike's pants are still wet after getting jump scared head last night on my stream.
First off, I didn't get scared because I've seen many
But see,
worse.
these are some already graded cards. If you want to pull me back up on the big screen, you dummy.
Hurry up, Bumbleclap.
Alright, shush, Michael. This is one bust and one one legend and one bust. Peyton Manning and Trevor Lawrence. The jerseys are not real. They're just the Manning is player worn uniform, like he wore in a photo shoot or something.
3rd and goal.
And then this is a Kenny Pickett numbered card. Rookie.
Get on kid's favorite quarterback. Yeah, we said that together. Jinx. That's Kenny Galladay.
It's not Kenny Galladay, dummy.
Oh no, that's St. Brown. Amon St. Brown.
Michael, can you tell me who this is?
Give me 1 second. Oh, he's short of the goal line. Gronkowski.
Yep. It's also numbered. And last but not least, Michael, can you tell me who this is?
Jalen Hurts. Oh no, it's Justin
Jalen.
Fields.
Justin?
No, it is Jalen Hurts. Jamar Chase.
Yeah. Took you a little bit, buddy. Now, Michael, can you ultimately tell me who this is?
Give me 1 second. He kicked the field goal, so they're tied. All right, star rookie. Okay, I don't know who that is. Derek. Derek Jeter?
Derek Jeter?
Jeter.
Michael, you're not a baseball fan, bro.
Dog, I never claimed to be a baseball fan.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're a White Sox fan. My bad. I know this is a sensitive topic.
Ooh, you're a White Sox fan? My
We
condolences.
don't.
Do you know who this is, Sentinel?
Hold up. Gotta get something.
I'll go with a guess. Oh, that's Joe Flacco.
Yep. See, these are all pieces of his jersey.
I thought it was Michael Penix when he was in Washington, but I'm like, no, that's Flacco.
Flacco-mania.
Wasn't
And-
Flacco on the Eagles?
He got signed to a practice squad, and then I think he requested leave because I think he knew he was going to be able to get a job with another team. But we brought him in for like a little bit, and I was actually happy because he literally used to live 2 doors down from me. Like, actually, well, technically down the street, but like it's down the street and then you turn, his house is right there. So, and this is Michael's Poppy right here. Connor Bedard. No, Master J, I have no Paxton Lynch. He does, actually, I think he only has a rookie card, and I think that's about it. And he has a few. Michael, can you tell me who this is? He's your glorious king. You and Judah's glorious king.
Oh, I'm disconnecting my headphones and it looked like Patrick Mahomes, but it's Caleb.
Yep. Now, Michael, these are 3 receivers who played for the Vikings. 1 is currently on the team, and 2 were.
I could tell one of them is Justin Jefferson.
Yes. Or no, not Jefferson. The other receiver on that team.
Addison.
Yep.
I mean, good guess. I mean, I would any
And
rat
who are
comfort.
the top 2? 2 of the best receivers in Vikings history, and 1 the best, second
Randy
best
Moss.
history. Yep. And this top one was also on the Eagles. He spells his name Chris. Maybe this will help, Michael.
Hold on. Oh, is that Adrian Peterson?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, there's Randy Moss, and there's Addison, and then there's Craig. Is that oh, Vet?
Randy Moss gets more glazed from fucking kids than fucking they glazed LeBron at times.
Well, he was a good receiver.
Look at Jerry Rice's stats.
I
and then
know.
Look how far down number 2 is.
So, okay. Ranking the receivers all time. Of course, Jerry Rice first. Who's second?
Terrell Owens.
Second?
I would say the third. You got to give it to one of the old schoolers. So Steve Largent, because not only did he inspire Jerry to play, but he was he had bad quarterbacks on bad teams, and he still retired at the time that he retired. Had all of the wide receiver records. He played for the Seattle Seahawks.
And Michael, can you tell me who this guy is?
All right.
Can you put it on the big screen?
Carson Wentz. I thought Carson Wentz was going to work out in 2017.
Oh, that is who it is.
But after him returning, I'm like, yeah, bro, he ain't the answer. First down, USC.
No, you probably know this guy, Sentinel.
It might be better with the fan light off. Just my opinion.
Hold on.
It's the glare.
Yeah, I told him that. Y'all really wanted me to stream Texas versus Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's a good game.
That game's a blowout right now.
Oh,
What's
then
the
put
score?
on Cal and Pittsburgh. Pitt, whatever they're called. 15-17, 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in the fourth.
Texas.
Yes, Corey Davis is the GOAT. Oh, why do I have these bust and failed cards in my collection?
You paid for them, not me.
And hey, I think everybody knows who this guy is. PJ Tucker.
Oh, Miller Moss overshot him. I think everybody. Well, I knew who PJ Tucker was, not because he was on the Bears, because he was on an XFL team. I don't know what team he played for.
PJ Tucker, the quarterback, or not the quarterback, the basketball player, dummy.
Oh, the 76ers, yeah.
Not just the Sixers, but
Michael,
I think he was also on the Rockets.
I think Michael's on some crack cocaine today.
Michael, which of these three players played on the Bulls? Tracy McGrady, Penny Hardaway, or Derrick Rose?
Derrick Rose
That's an
did.
easy one.
Wait, are you talking about the championship team?
No,
Okay, Derrick Rose was on the Bulls.
he's right. Okay,
Give him
you're
a
a
harder
legit Bears
question.
fan.
Give him a harder question, Sentinel.
What number was Dick Butkus?
I'll take a guess. 42.
Nope.
42. He was thinking of Jackie Robinson. Michael, I still have this Shaq Thompson card, and I'm trying to get it signed, but I have yet to get a message back about that. But, you know. And, oh, yeah, Sentinel, I don't know if I showed you this. This was a card I got for $1.
Is that Al Davis?
Nope.
I can't see, even with my glasses on. I've got an iPhone, so. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see it anyways. Yeah, I can't see it.
The back's
It's true.
horrible.
I see two guys. Michael, big screen that, man.
It's Lou Gehrig and Babe Ruth, and it was a $1 card. And it's a card from the, 70s or 80s.
An actual card or a reproduction?
I think this is actually from the 60s. I think this is 62. And shout out to me for doing my great negotiating with a guy and getting this massive Joel Embiid Funko Pop, like massive. Because he thought that I didn't get anything from PJ Tucker, but he signed 2 cards for me. But this guy thought I didn't get anything, so he gave me this. So, shout out to me for that good negotiating. And I'll be right back.
All right, Layer Sentinel. I see that USC scored touchdown while I was gone. Sorry about that, folks.
Bro, is there anybody else left? Because where's everybody at? I know Sentinel had to go. I know Get On Kid had to go.
Nah, Get On Kid is going to a wild game, so he was taking. He did say he was taking a nap allegedly. John had to go, so I mean, yeah, it is what it is.
I might go and watch some like horror stuff on my YouTube. You're streaming in a little bit again too, right?
Yep, Oregon and Ohio State.
What time's that?
7:30.
7:30. Okay, I'll be here for that.
Oh, he dropped that? That was a wide open first down.
All right, I'll see you in Ruckle.
All right. All right, so it's just me and y'all. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Takes a snap. Gain of 4.
On that.
Third and 7. Takes a snap. He throws. Away. That was a way overthrow. Four and 7. A bit risky going for it. Takes a snap. Throws. Caught. Got it. Throws. Caught. Short of the first. They're going to be... Oh, it's incomplete. Second and 10. Takes the snap. Play action. Coming his way. Incomplete. Damn. He really was angry about the snap. I can't blame the quarterback. Or why? Third and 10. Third. Takes a snap. Oh, nearly picked. He knew. That would have been the ball game right there. All right, they're going to go for it. It's do or die time for Penn State. Not literally, but got to make sure. Don't want to have to rely on the defense. Takes a snap. They send the blitz. Throws. Caught. First down, Penn State. Oh. All right. That drop interception came back to bite USC because the interception was right there. They dropped it. Takes a snap. He takes it himself. 2nd and 1. Takes a snap. Throws. Caught. Touchdown, Penn State. All right, do they go for 2 or they kick the extra point here? What do you do? All right, they're going to kick the extra point. It still gives USC a chance to drive down the field. Oh, kick is up, and I thought it would have been blocked. Shout out to the 10 people that are in here. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. $17 people in here. Let's hit that like button. All right, here we go. We'll see if Miller Moss can capitalize. All right, here comes Miller Moss. Can he lead the See how he responds back to Penn State scoring a touchdown. So we'll see. Takes the snap. Right now. Throws. Caught. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Second and 1. Has the ball off. Smart play. First down, USC. All right, so they're going to take it to the 2-minute warning. All right, so we're at the 2-minute warning. What a game indeed. All right, so Pittsburgh won against Cal. Damn, Illinois really blew a 27-3 lead. All right, here we go. Get ready, folks. I'm here to call it. Miller Moss with a new fresh of downs to work with. Moss takes the snap. Throws. Up in the air, incomplete. Takes a snap. Moss throws. Caught. First down. USC. For those that are just tuning in, I'm doing the Ohio State versus Oregon game soon, so make sure y'all go tune in for that. They snap, hands it off, and the defense was ready. Second and 12. Takes a snap. Completes the pass. Oh, didn't have enough balance on that. The clock is rolling. They're not using one of their 3 timeouts. Lincoln Riley, what are you doing? Gonna call a timeout at some point. 14 seconds, man, that is terrible clock management by Lincoln Riley. It was Penn State that called the timeout. Penn State needs to lose so Bama moves up. Hey, random editor, give me my flowers. I picked the right game instead of Texas and Oklahoma. It's up to the 22 people in here. Just a reminder, I will be going live for the Ohio State versus Oregon game, so tune in for that. I'll admit for once. Third and 7. Got to get into field goal range. Takes the snap. Moss overshots and it's picked off. He has to get down. 4 seconds left. Damn. Do they go for the Hail Mary or did they try for the field goal? That was a bad throw by Miller Moss. Way too high. No chance in hell. All right, so they're going to likely Hail Mary it. All right, so USC finally calls their timeout. All right, they're likely going for a Hail Mary, boys. Yeah, that was a way too high throw. Takes the snap. Gets some extra time, only 2 seconds. So, Hail Mary, or do you attempt a long... I think they Hail Mary it. Predictions for morning game. I think it's going to be 21-17 Bears win. I think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout, as the Bears are missing most of their secondary. All right, so USC calls a timeout. $25 people in here wanting to see the end of the game. Let's do this. All right. Second. This is going to be the final play if they can get it here. Or this game we go to overtime, or we go for the win. All right, he throws up there, picked, and we're going to overtime, baby. I'm gonna go with Oregon. You can go with Oregon. All right, so we're going to go to overtime. So if anyone's new to college football or is not familiar with the overtime rules, both teams get possession of the ball, and you have at the 25, and you have to score a touchdown. Then the other team, let's say, for example, if Penn State has the ball and they score, then the Trojans have to score as well. However, if Penn State fails to score, then the USC has a chance to score and end the game. Yeah, I'm live streaming that game later, so tune in for that. All right, here comes the coin toss. All right, so Penn State wins. They will get the ball first. Buckeyes by 20, so random entity, you think it's not even going to be close. But we'll see. I think this will be competitive by both teams. Oh, I forgot, random editor, you were a Buckeyes fan. Don't say that around Awesome Kid, random editor. $20 people in here. The start of overtime. No. So the USC gets the ball. I think who does Sigma? I'm not sure what you mean. All right, so takes a snap. Miller Moss throws. Oh, that's a bad throw by Miller. That's if an accurate quarterback throws a good ball, then that's a touchdown. Second and 10. A snap. Hands the ball off, and Penn State was ready for that. Third and 13. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. No flag. Moss wants a flag. He won't get it, unfortunately. Why are all these games streaming on YouTube except for the Penn State? I don't know. Because of the simple fact that those channels show the game and they get copyrighted, so no wonder why the stream might have gotten taken down. I'm not taking a risk, okay? Listen, if it was up to me, I would be showing the game right here, right now. But because of YouTube's policies, they prevent me from doing it. Oh, he missed the field goal. There is not really to have those. Yeah, that's what I mean. Trust me, if it was up to me, I would show the game, but YouTube prevents me, bro. Yeah, that's a tough one for Penn State. All they need is just a field goal, and then they win. I mean, if I'm USC, I'm praying that they mess up somehow. So only a gain of a yard likely. What's up, Lamb? They snap, pitches the ball. Gain of 4. right? Well, it takes it himself. Gain it. So they're gonna kick the field goal. Well, you better hope that the channel doesn't get taken down. All right, so if I'm USC, I'm hoping that Ryan misses this. He's 3 from 3, so today he's been perfect so far. This will be a. All right, so Lincoln Riley calls a timeout. I'm just as shocked as you are. I've been watching every game this far on YouTube streams. I'm not shocked. I knew like their streams were bound to fail because of how YouTube is with their policies. That's why people are like, show the game. I'm like, dude, I can't. I wish, but okay. So here we go. This all comes down to this. The kick is up, and it is good. Penn State will win and advance to 6-0. All right, so see y'all in about 12 minutes or so. Yeet.